adding an S to the end of his name to show his support for the Browns. The Steelers, of course, need a win and a Ravens loss to get into the playoffs. That has been retweeted almost 6,000 times, and other Steelers fans had also been posting their jerseys with the S at the end of it as well. So big fans of the Browns in Pittsburgh.
Of course, man.
I wish the Browns were playing for the playoffs.
Right.
I really do. It'd be a little bit more fun.
It's kind of like they are, though, with a chance to win 8 games.
Baker said they're playing to get in the playoffs. We're playing to prove who we are. Like, it was a really cool quote. It said that. Yes, I cut glass.
Browns winning 8 games is a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
You said it
talking about
best.
them as just contenders in July.
Oh, yeah.
January
Imagine
2nd, I'm talking about them
the
as
cap
contenders.
space, some of these postseason moves they're going to make.
Especially if they win this one. If this is the walk-off into the off.
Yeah.
The other day you said Cam Newton and Antonio Brown, they're rock stars.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is our next rock star.
I agree.
And he is. And he doesn't even try that hard. That's the crazy part.
It's true.
Will's a rock star. Appreciate his time as well. He's out there in L.A., and so are the Rams. Todd Gurley didn't play Week 16, but the Rams still managed over 200 yards on the ground. What's Gurley's status for Sunday? Steve Weish, lay it on us.
Well, Rams head coach Sean McVay said he is hopeful that starting tailback Todd Gurley will play against the 49ers in the season finale. But where do things stand for now? Gurley did not practice with the team as it walked through on Wednesday. He did rehab work to the side, but they are going to increase his workload throughout the week. Now, McVay said they should know if Gurley will be able to play well before kickoff Sunday. Remember last week, they took him to a pregame workout before deciding that they would rest him. But regardless of Gurley's status, C.J. Anderson, the veteran who came off the couch to rush for 167 yards last week, he will have a role not only against the 49ers, but in points moving forward. That's according to McVay. I also spoke to Anderson about that. You know, he's kind of easygoing, and he said, look, all I know is I got 2 more games guaranteed. I've got playoff experience, so I'll do whatever I can to help the Rams going forward. Back to you, Kay.
Steve Weish, awesome having you as part of our show. Taking a look here at the NFC playoff picture. The Rams can clinch a first-round bye with the win on Sunday. The Saints, of course, have already clinched home field throughout. So in the AFC, the Chiefs have the inside track, gentlemen. Win to get the top seed. Chiefs lose. The Chargers and Patriots have a chance to nab that 1 spot. Even the Texans guys can clinch home field, but they need a bunch of things to happen that I'm not going to get into right this second. So, of the teams that could find themselves in the driver's seat, home field in the AFC, which team needs the number 1 the most? Where in the NFL, among those squads, is home field most important?
Arrowhead Stadium. I think it's the Chiefs because I think right now they're the weakest team. And I don't know, Peter, has Bob Sutton thrown his coffee cup at the TV yet when we're talking about him? But it's true. Bob Sutton is the defensive coordinator. They can't stop anybody. I don't know, as a fan of the game, I think Arrowhead Stadium is one of the great characters in the game, and I think it needs to get right. It's a joke at this point. It's the loudest, or maybe it's not, and then they lose every year. It's like, you know, my mom used to say, be careful when you go to college and drink because your friends aren't laughing with you, they're laughing at you. There's people laughing at Arrowhead Stadium right now. And barbecue this and tailgate that. Every January they show up and they lose, and I don't like it. I want to see them do something about it. I want them to be home. I want them to get the demons out. But bottom line is they got to be home because their defense can't stop it, and they need that crowd noise more than anybody else, so they need it big time.
I'm going to say the Patriots. I feel like...
Need it the most.
Yes, they need it the most. You know, we did the 2-point conversing, and I said that the Patriots are most dominant team heading into the playoffs. But if you were to ask me, are they the most consistent team in the month of December, I would have to honestly say, no, they're not, Shregs. And they're going to need that at home. When you look at them in the playoffs at home, they're 19-3, and they get to the Super Bowl. There's no doubt in my mind that once they get in, like, we're going to see these images, but updated. Like, you can date it all the way back to Brady's 2nd year. I mean, that's 2001. He had 1 TD, I believe it was 2 interceptions in December, then he got hot. You look at 2004, you look at last year. All of these things were anchored by the fact that these guys were at home and they had that road going through Foxborough. And it's not even so much the Patriots. It's also teams that have to get on the road, head up to Boston, and feel the nostalgia, feel the dynasty, the world of the Patriots.
I'm thinking about Richard Seymour and Randy Moss when you go up there.
It is like the world weighing on your shoulders as a player. It's not just you playing against Tom Brady on the sideline and Bill Belichick coaching. It's also the history of the game and the history they have within that stadium. So for me, it is the Patriots. Like, if there's anything going to get them right, It's them sitting at home in a familiar setting, not have to travel during the playoffs.
I think it's the Patriots, and they do need it the most. Peter, go ahead.
I would say the Chiefs also. I mean, I talk about Kyle. Look at the history of the Chiefs at home. I mean, the Arrowhead Stadium, all we hear about is how difficult it is to play, but they're 0-6 in their last 6 home playoff games. That's unheard of.
You said 1-5?
0-6. So you say, well, why would they want to be home? Because you got to exercise those demons. Get that out of here. Like, win a game at home. Look at that. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. The last time they won a home playoff game is Joe Montana was the quarterback. Joe Montana's been retired 25 years.
Joe Montana?
You got to win a playoff game at home so that finally Arrowhead could be a place people fear. So yes, Kyle, the defense needs the home field. They also need it as a franchise. Like, get rid of that demon and go to those home games. Patriots, of course, so successful at home. The Chiefs, so much of a failure at home in the playoffs. You have to reverse that.
Deep playoff run at Arrowhead. What's better than that?
That'd be awesome.
So amazing to
Never seen
I'd
one.
cheer it so loud. I love it.
For those fans. Let's talk Pro Bowl, guys. We're excited about that. It's in Orlando.